Hello everyone, welcome to WeGeek channel. Welcome back once again. So I have got a landscape picture here, as you can see, and I have captured a raw image. This is a raw image you're looking at. That's indicated here .cr2, and as you can see, that I have not edited it at all. It is just as short. And uh, one good thing about capturing raw images, and why every professional would love to capture raw image, although the file size goes to double the size of the JPEG image, is that the fact that you get lots of room to tweak with the settings and still get the proper sharp image that you are looking for. That's one advantage of having a raw image. So with that said, let's straight away go and edit. As you can see, the white balance, the camera, what the white balance got is the 6800 Kelvin. So that's very cool. It's on the cooler side, so we don't want too much cold out there, which means the bluish should be reduced. Okay, sort of like this, because the stones here, as you can see, are all yellow, and I have captured this image evening. That means it was the golden hour, sort of golden hour going on that time. And the first and foremost thing I would love to do on a landscape, especially for landscape picture, is to go to the FX and increase the amount of dehaze. What this does is to remove the fogginess that if there is in the sky, say the view is very cloudy and foggy, or if there is a lot of smog going on, you can do that with the dehaze setting here. Now you can see as I increase the dehaze, so a lot of details is getting creeped in. So look at the clouds, how dramatic they get. Actually, they are not getting dramatic, but then the actual way when it was captured, that's how it was. So it basically retains the actual scene when you use the HES method, and don't overuse it. Depending on the type of scenarios, you might want to consider how much amount you would want to use. As you can see, I have gone to plus 67 here, and then since this was captured with a wide angle lens, you would always want to remove the chromatic aberrations, and enable this profile correction. Chromatic aberration is nothing but if there are some spots, or say if the sensor doesn't recognize the colors properly, and that thing would be replicated on the borders, or say some contrasty spots. So that you want to remove with this remove chromatic aberration. Then as you can see here, oh, I said that I captured with wide angle lens. Looks like this was captured with 55 to 50 millimeter telephoto lens. So this is a zoom lens that I captured with. I forgot, sorry. And you can see some distortion is being rectified here without enable profile correction. There was some vignetting going on here. If you could recognize in the video, there is a lot of vignetting here, and that will be removed, and the distortion and the perspectiveness will be corrected here. Then we shall move to the noise reduction. Since we increased the dehaze amount, so we have dehazed too much, so we need to increase the luminance noise reduction as well, so that the there's not a lot of sharpening going on in the picture. Then I would like to come here and reduce the highlight. That means I'm going to bring in uh, more details from the image, from the highlighted parts. So if there is some details lost in the highlighted parts, that can be brought back by reducing the highlight slider. There seems to be proper light here, and let's make it a little bit dark to make it more dramatic. And we would want to increase a bit of shadow so that details are not lost and that we can see the scenery properly. Then moving on here, you can use this filter, gradation filter, to bring, if you want to go even more dramatic. As soon as you click on that, you can see that the settings is applied automatically, or depending on your previous setting. We don't want to have all that stuff. Just double click on the sliders and it will be back to reset. Just doing this. Okay. So since the clouds doesn't require much of sharpness, what we would want to do is to take the graduation filter here. Uh, don't bring it too much because the other side, the bottom area would be affected as well. So this looks okay for me, and slowly we could uh, bring details from the clouds. If you want to go dramatic, reduce a little bit of whiteness and bring back more highlight. As you can see that the clouds are getting a dramatic, increasing bit of contrast, as if it was going to rain in few minutes. So it's sort of that. Okay, we have already dehastened. We don't want to do that too much. Little bit of saturation would not harm that. And I want to reduce the sharpness because the grains will creep in as you increase the clarity. So that's that. Okay, here seems this looks okay for me. And what shall we do next is to crop the image. As you can see, you can set the different aspect ratio by right clicking on the cropped frame. So if you want to choose it to 16:9 ratio and make it more cinematic, as you can see, the bottom grassy area is not of much use and the angle isn't great, so I shall reduce that. The main subject would be this temple as well as the trees here. So we don't want the human beings to be on the frame. So I will just reduce it to this much and bring it a little bit up down so that you know that there is a stone over here. And once you think it is okay, just double click and we should be back with the proper framing. Alright, this looks pretty good. I would want to increase a little bit of vibrance and add some punch to the image, and overall a little bit of clarity even more. Okay, and we would want to bring a little bit of yellowishness on this stone because I don't think it is looking that good. It is quite dull for how the climate was. And again, as you can see, slider has been moved. So let's make it a reset. We need sharpness on the stones. Let the saturation be here and the clarity not too much. We shall move the white balance to the yellowishness as I said earlier. It was a sunset time and we need to feel the light of the sun even though it is a cloudy weather out there. So more saturation, a little bit of contrast, and yeah, a little bit of darkness, maybe just a little bit, and reducing the whiteness. Now we shall give it a bit of more white, reduce the highlights. Contrast seems okay. All right, so if you want to go even more dramatic, you can actually take another graduation filter like this and see how the scene looks. If this looks okay for you, you can do it, and you can a little bit of reduce the temperature to make it not look too much of yellowishness going on. Okay, so this looks pretty good for me. And as you can see, there are a lot of these wires around here which are ruining the scene. What we would want to do is to go to the spot removal tool brush. Just to go to the spot removal, and I shall zoom in onto the image. So zooming on the image, come on. Okay, that was too much. Okay, let's zoom in on to 100%, and we don't want this to creep in. I shall click on this and let it decide. No, it is choosing the wrong color. I would rather bring this here. I don't know why it is taking so much time. Come on. Okay, we shall do that in, we shall clone the unwanted areas later. So I will just click on open the image. Let the image open. Oh yeah, come on. Okay, so this is the image here. So what I will do is to zoom in on 100%. Take the stamp tool, press S on Windows. If you're on Windows, then just clone the area, clone the unwanted part. So if that is getting too much, uh, let the opacity be 70, 80%, 81%. Okay, let the flow be high. And you take the nearby area and you clone just like that. So since there is a little bit of white puffiness, cloudy thing going on here, you can adjust. As you can see how the image turned out than before. I'll show you before and after image in a while. Okay, so we can also go into too much detail by removing all these unwanted stuff here, but then this is just a short video. I would want to make a short video, but then I think this is going over 10 minutes. Bear with me. So we shall, okay, let's leave it to that. Let's take this part and remove the unwanted area quickly. Okay. Increase a little bit of brush and take it out quickly. So that's that. Boom, the cables are gone. Now this looks like a proper image. You can still crop the image from the left side if you don't want too much of unwanted areas, and take this into framing. And if you want to reduce this, you can do that as well, so that the entire subject is getting concentrated and focused pretty well. So that's it for this video. If you if you enjoyed watching this video, if this video was helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Click that subscribe button so that you get the notification of more videos coming soon. So thanks for watching. See you all in another video. Bye bye.